Un, dos, y un, dos, tres, y...
Hello everyone. Hola a todos en España y en inglés. Hello everyone. Vamos a hacer un nuevo formato de vídeos y en esta ocasión vamos a hablar del Tai Chi, del Tui Shou. Y la idea es, vamos a tener una competición con mi amigo Chris en Seattle. Present to yourself, Chris.
Hello, Chris from Shoreline Taichi, Seattle, Washington. Pleased to meet you. Buenos días.
No os preocupéis, voy a poner subtítulos aquí abajo de Chris. I will put subtitles for you. So if I don't like what you say, I say that.
Yeah, okay. We'll see what my AI does to your video next.
Yeah. So you are my guest in the channel. The pleasure for start for first question is you.
Oh, okay.
But I want to describe the idea. He make a question of me. I need to answer anyway, and later I will add for him. So it's like maybe if he do naughty question, maybe I need to think more naughty question.
Oh, we start off with threats from the very beginning. Okay, I love it. Okay.
Well, no, you're not. No estoy seguro. No estoy seguro.
Yeah, I know. I want to wait till you're not ready, then I'll ask you. Okay. All right. My question is this. All right. So Nacho, yesterday evening you visited the UFC in Seattle, and my question is, what is one valuable thing that Tai Chi practitioners could learn from the UFC?
From UFC. Okay. First, not just from UFC. Maybe you mean to the MMA practitioner.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Because UFC is a very famous company, but it's what makes more famous MMA in the world. But first, for me, when I go to MMA training, in my personal part, is like I go totally out of my comfort area. And in first part is all martial artists, when they are going out of the comfort area, this always gives you a lot of profits. And answering your question, in my case, the people slap me, the people hit me, the people kick me, the people throw me in different ways than what I learn normally in Chinese martial arts. So finally, this prepare my body for receive different kind of forces, and it's not common to receive this kind of forces in Tui Shou play or Tai Chi game.
Right.
I hope it's the good way for answer your question.
Yes, it makes sense. Yes, thank you.
My time?
Okay.
Please. First question is how Tai Chi arrived your life?
Okay, this is a long story. I have to really boil it down. Super short. Okay, due to some complicated circumstances that I'll just leave out right now, the situation turned out that in order to graduate from high school, I had to write a senior research paper on martial arts. Yeah. And so I looked up all the martial arts that existed on film, on paper, etc., etc. I did maybe 3 weeks of research on everything that was available in 1995, 1996.
Good time for this.
Yeah, so most of the martial arts, what they said, what they did, it all makes sense. You throw a punch, they get hit with a punch, they block it, blah, 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 okay? The stories about Tai Chi made no sense at all. It was based on achievements of mythical figures. There's no photos, there's no contemporary accounts. Somehow there's a 200-year gap and somebody else appears. He says he has powers, he just touches you and you fall over. See, I can do it, okay? But at the same time, it didn't make sense. In 1995, I'm so sorry. I'll fix it now. So, okay. So it was so confusing to me that I just had to make sense of Tai Chi. And so for the next 10 plus years, I just kept searching around, first the Pacific Northwest, then the United States, and then the whole world to try to find out what parts of these stories were true. That's how I first got involved in Tai Chi.
Okay. We go for the next question.
Oh, yeah, I have to ask more questions, right? Okay.
It's 5 questions per person. You already have one. Okay? Be careful with the question.
Oh, yes, I understand. What is a valuable exercise that Tai Chi practitioners could be doing that isn't captured in the Taolu or the Tui Shou, but would make them better?
Okay, this is a no easy question, but finally it's very simple to understand. First, we need to always back to the base of the style. Ten, or for Tui Shou, but we need to understand the important principle we want to have in our body. So it's not about I will tell you this exercise specific, like doing this 1,000 times, because we have a lot of examples of different exercise physically we can do with our body. But anyway, if you are 1 year, 10 years, or 50 years doing Tai Chi, always back to the beginning. Always training what you learned in the first lesson.
Sure, fundamentals.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is the more important, in my opinion. And really, I'm very I'm very freak of martial arts, very dangerous dangerous of my life because in one moment I like all. If I try boxing, I like. If I try karate, I like. Of course, I like all martial arts. But the problem about this is you can disperse in many directions.
Yes.
So finally, when I decide in my life, of course, I can try other martial arts, but I will focus my way, my Zen, Tai Chi, or my Tui Shou way. So I understand finally I need to always back to the phone because this make a big difference every day. Just learning a collection of taolus, collection of techniques. If you don't have strong fundaments, strong structure, maybe in a small group where always you are comfortable, is working. But the world is very big. You know, I know.
Yes, yes.
Okay for you the answer?
Yeah, great.
Because sometimes I go to the...
I understand.
Okay, so now my question will be very simple. What is the more nice thing, or what is your favorite part when you are practicing Tui Shou? I don't care if this is codified, free Tui Shou in competition.
Sure.
I mean, what you more enjoy about Tui Shou?
Yes. You know, one of the things I really enjoy about Tui Shou is that it allows you to test the theories and the skills that you thought that you were building in your solo practice. When you're practicing by yourself, you have some theories about what you are doing and what it means in a broader context. And the theories, they might be right, they might be totally wrong, they might be incomplete. Usually they are incomplete. So the minute you have somebody actually putting the forces in your body at different speeds, at different vectors, then you find out what you were actually doing in your Taolu. And you can go back and continually refine one, refine the other, and keep getting better and better.
Yes, nice.
Okay. All right, so Nacho, you've done Tai Chi on so many different continents. How do people interpret Tai Chi differently in Europe, in Asia, and in America?
I don't think about this is about distance in because different countries, different continents. It's more about different culture. A different culture.
Oh, culture.
Culture.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry for my bad English. No, but it's more the more big division I encounter in this is the Asian culture, Western culture. I include the America, South America, Europe, in the Western countries. But finally, the more division we have in the Tai Chi world. It's about the ego people. It's like it's not about just culture. It's about no, what I'm doing is the better Tai Chi. If you go competition, you Tai Chi is already not Tai Chi because you're finding tricks, you're playing the rules, but Tai Chi is martial art, is not with rules.
Sure.
Blah 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 blah. And this is the more difference is in the during the world. And this is happening in America, in Europe, in Asia. So about this, please stop that because finally we create a very toxic world about Tai Chi and we decrease the evolution of Tai Chi. And I think we can grow together. Of course, if I train in one way of Tai Chi, inside me, I cannot be a liar of this. I will, for me, my way is the way I decide. So for me, this way is the best. But this no means the way of Chris, like, because it's different than mine, is not the best for him too. So we will have a lot of process when we are doing this. But finally, I want your way. It's nice because you decide this way. So it's good for you, my way is good for me, and we can encounter in the one place where we can practice together. And later, you will continue your way, I will continue my way. And not for this, your way is better, my way is better. No, just we are doing our best for be better.
Right.
So now is my turn.
Okay.
Normally, I'm the competition guy for the people because I go a lot of competition because I'm a bit crazy about this. Finally, I train very traditional, but the people cannot understand this. So I know you are going competition and you are come from another style traditional like me.
Yes.
You receive some bad comments, some bad attitude about this. I'm curious about what is the feeling in other practitioners, not like me, but you are doing something similar. Like you are free for. Today we are doing free Tui Shou. It's nice exchange with me. Yes. People, you practice your traditional way with yourself and with your student, and later you want to go out of your comfort area in some competition. Right. So I want to ask you about what is your feeling when you receive, if you receive first exchange, and what is your feeling inside?
Sure. All right. Let me start. By
Wait. Don't be very polite, Chris.
No. I will be a little bit rude. Okay, a little bit.
No, with me. Huh?
Yeah. So I first started getting involved with competitions in a serious way after COVID. COVID was very severe here in the Seattle area. Everything was locked down, including Tai Chi schools. You can't do it. And so when those things started to be lit up in Seattle and in other areas of the country, I felt we can't lose any more years, because if we're looking at history, the history of Tai Chi, honestly, there were periods where you weren't allowed to do it in public, and Tai Chi suffered very strongly. So I want to be part of the solution. So at that point, Anna and I and others started engaging more seriously in competition. competition. First in Vegas, Florida, I've been all over this, right? And obviously I'm not the first person to engage in competition, but I was one of the first to put the raw footage on the internet. You know, it's very easy to put the highlights of what you did well on the internet, but it's very hard to put a place where you made a mistake and somebody beat you on. So I more or less just put the whole thing on, and people hadn't seen so much of this. They're used to seeing only the very best technique under very low pressure when the teacher is throwing their own student on the ground or knocking them over. Okay, that's all perfectly fine, but that's just such a small sliver of what Tai Chi is. And you know, when people outside of Tai Chi see this footage, they know that they're not seeing the comprehensive. And so as someone who has a background that goes beyond Tai Chi, I understand what it feels like when someone is just putting on a dog and pony show, and I am disinclined to go and meet them in practice. I want other people to come to Tai Chi and see what is beautiful. So I want to give them a larger perspective on what we're doing. Now, some people in Tai Chi, they want the exact opposite, okay? They only want people coming in who want to be in a religion and worship the grandmaster. And so when I put out raw footage that makes Tai Chi look more similar to other practices, they say, no, that is not real. Tai Chi is more like a religion, okay? So these people, they are the most passionate in a negative way, the most zealous in a negative way, and so their comments are often the loudest. Also, I just let them talk because I don't mind. I know they're wrong, so I let them talk. Other people, they just delete. I say, I dare you. Let's just have this conversation because I know how it will turn out because I've seen it. Yeah. But as this footage and as these practices have become more popular, actually, the number of positive comments are increasing. And I think the whole community is starting to see it's not enough that I just see it and silently appreciate. I have to actually show my support for this type of practice so that it can continue on. And so I'm very grateful for it. Is there a community in the world who could get a lot of benefits from Tai Chi, but they don't know that?
A lot.
Yeah?
I've seen a lot. Like the question is if one community of Tai Chi is promoting Tai Chi, but they don't know.
Somebody who doesn't even know about Tai Chi, but it would be very good for them.
For Tai Chi world, some people don't do Tai Chi, it's good for this world.
Yeah, and how could we reach them?
I think first, children is good for Tai Chi world. Everyone in the world, normally, not everyone, but almost everyone is recognized Tai Chi for practice of martial art for people. But finally, children is very important part in many schools of Tai Chi. In China, of course, in Taiwan, and it's not common to see in Western countries. So I think it's good to share how the children come to the world of Tai Chi too. And maybe for them, you need to teach them more Tui Shou and more like a game. Principle with game, principle like a little competition for children, because for children it's more easy to enter of them. And of course, try to make understand other martial art communities how we can connect together. Because one joke into my school because actually I have a lot of students from different styles, like Wing Chun or Judo or other martial art. And when I teach them something from the Chen style, they say, "Oh, this is like what I do in Wing Chun. Oh, this is similar what I do in Judo." Yeah. And finally, another student of my school say the joke like, because Chelsea Tai Chi have everything. It's just joking into my school. But finally, the good thing is try to find the connection with other styles, because of course every style we have our difference, born from different masters or from different styles, but we are going in the same direction. Everyone we are doing one thing we love, and everyone we are doing something is a benefit for our health, for our psychology, for our spirituality, and for of course our martial is defense. So anyway, it's good to find a good connection and good to share with more small people.
Sure.
So,
great.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Is enough for you the answer?
Oh yes, yes.
This is the point.
Oh, okay.
Chris, in your life, have you a real situation where you need to self-defense or use martial art in the real life?
Yes.
If this is legal, you can.
I can. I'll give it.
If this is legal, if not later, you can
Yeah.
be with it, right?
Yeah, sure. I will give an answer.
I'm very naughty, huh?
Okay. I think I probably had the average number of schoolyard fights when I was in elementary, junior high school, even in high school as well. Yeah, just, I think it's normal in America, you get in a couple. Okay. And right out of high school, I started doing martial arts in a fairly serious way. And although I did have viable techniques, what really changed was, I think, my approach to these situations, because I didn't feel as threatened by other people, and I knew, maybe let's say the consequences of escalation. So I could stay calm in these situations. Well, stay calm and let them know that they should not proceed, okay? So this is very valuable. It's more valuable than you beat them and now you have to deal with the consequences of having beat them up. So that's been my approach. And yes, I have used it a few in that way.
Oh, like that. Naughty boy, eh? For the last question, I want to say thank you to this pretty woman. Because she's supporting our phone and camera, so she's doing Tai Chi training now. So your time for last.
All right, now I ask the worst question, right?
Oh,
Worst question. What is something, if you have a magic wand, you can change something about Tai Chi in the whole world. You wave it, it's changed. What do you change?
it's one time.
Yes.
Already, I think I spoke about this. The toxic mentality. That idea of we need to compare this Tai Chi with this Tai Chi, this practice. I have one little story for say that is one day I go to Bordeaux, I sit in the south of France, and I go some days, some couple of days in Bordeaux, and I will do like a tour in France for 2 classes. And I don't know why when I arrive in Bordeaux, I'm with one of my young students, and I'm very stressed. The next day I start my workshop. I want to do many things in this day, and this kind of days you are stressed, like you want to do this, and we enter in one shop. The shop is from one Indian guy, very nice guy, but he's like he give me, I want to buy one SIM card for my phone. So, and just we put in the phone and it's not working, and I telling the guy, but how I can do working, like a very stressed, maybe sound rude, is not like bad attitude for him, but very stressed guy, and
Yeah.
I'm very a passionate guy and stressed, no? So the guy is like, tell me, don't worry, Nacho, life is easy. And these words during the time is into my mind, and finally I understand is this, why we need to compare this style. Life is easy. Fast. I enter in Facebook groups or in some website like the people is speaking and attacking, and I enter to conversations sometimes. And finally, what I see is some people is just want to share their opinion. Some people is just troll. They make comment just for the troll.
Oh no, not trolls.
And really, some people is very like what you say, like religion, bad direction. Finally, this is the evolution of our practice, in my opinion. So if in one magic touch I can change something, I change the evolution of Tai Chi. We can change conversation. I can think about one thing is this way, and you can think is another way different. But with respect, and I don't need to make my style better than other style, speaking bad about other style. If I want my practice is more strong than other style, I need to practice more than others. It's
Right.
no more secret. I think it's that. So I hope the answer is okay for you. For me, it's okay.
That's what matters.
I have my last question. I know thinking the question before like we start this video. Maybe if you can think yes, but no, I'm very crazy guy. But anyway, this question have like a 2 parts. So it's a bit tricky because it's like 2 questions, but no, it's in 1 question. First part is how you are dedicated now to teaching full time to Tai Chi. So how you see the increase in 10 years in the future? And into this question, how the Tai Chi you think and Tui Shou practice, you think give you something?
You know, I'm pretty happy with my professional life as the way it is, which is I get to do some group classes, which are the right approach for most people. I get to do some private lessons with the most passionate individuals who have the resources to afford to learn that quickly. And I get to do some seminars, and I get to travel around and meet new people. And if I'm still doing that 10 years from now, I'll be very happy. Now, the other half of the question was I've already forgotten.
How do you see the increase in 10 years? What benefits you see is in your practice, your evolution in the...
I see. Well, let me provide a little bit more information then. You know, I come from a background of a professional software engineer, and it's a wonderful job, but it does require that you sit and focus all day, every day. And so, you know, there are many, say, physical maladies that you can suffer as a desk worker. Okay, your back, your eyes, your neck, your wrists, etc., etc. Tai Chi has really helped me deal with those issues to 90% maybe, and I'd like to get to 100%. So I think we can always feel better in our bodies, and that's one of the things that I would still like to change as the years.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, thank you for watching this. I hope it's not too long for you. If you are right here, subscribe, like, bell, suscribiros, darle a like y a la campanita. How do you say in YouTube channel?
You say send us the money.
Yes, that is
Send us
good.
some-
That is good. I will send with you. Go there. Thank you.